What's good, y'all? I'm about to react to this Marvel Phase 6 now, fully revealed everything we know. Okay, let's see what projects we got in Phase 6.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. It looks like Phase 6 is not what we thought it was going to be, as Marvel Studios now has basically revealed all of their projects that are going to be coming between now and Avengers Secret Wars, basically giving us the entirety of Phase 6. And over the weekend, we had New York Comic Con, NYCC, where Marvel Television and Animation had a panel, and they revealed a lot. We got the new Wonder Man trailer, we got some new information about Vision Quest, and it does sound...
I ain't gonna lie, the actor for one... Ain't gonna lie, the actor for Wonder Man, he was happy as hell, dude. Like, he got the best Marvel project out of everybody. Nah, bro, you got the worst project out of everybody. Yeah, that Wonder Man project's gonna suck, bro. Cause I ain't gonna even look at it. I bet them Rotten Tomatoes score gonna be going down, plummeting probably 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. But it is what it is, dude. I ain't gonna lie, he probably would have been a good recast for Black Panther. Probably Wonder Man actor, he probably would have been a good recast. Besides probably him playing like Black Manta and Aquaman. I love the first Aquaman movie, dude. He was a pretty good actor in that too. But he probably could have been have a recast as Black Panther. I can't really see him like playing like running type movies. But he probably could have been a good recast for Black Panther.
like Wanda is going to be involved in some way, shape, or form. They've announced second seasons and third seasons for some Marvel animation projects, and some big characters have been announced to be returning or at least making their MCU debut finally. So a lot to dive into. Marvel animation projects and some big characters.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that dude right there, he was in Iron Man 3 as the Mandarin. He played like the serious type Mandarin, like in the beginning of the movie, then all through on, they just made him a whole comedy. Like, what in the hell was they going with that, dude? But yeah, he was in Iron Man 3. Glad to see him back in another Marvel project.
Have been announced to be returning or at least making their MCU debut finally. So a lot to dive into. Let's take a look at Phase 6 of the MCU. So the next project coming is actually Wonder Man, coming January 27th of 2026. Not too far away. They did release a teaser trailer and the official trailer for this show, and it does look like it's going to be incredibly meta. They're calling out superhero fatigue. They're calling out studios who make just a bunch of sequels, not even calling out the studios, but really just kind of poking fun at the entire situation, almost poking fun at themselves there, because yeah, I mean, at this point in time, all the studios are basically making sequels or remakes, but Wonder Man does seem like it is going to be fresh. At least it's going to be something new.
Yeah, something new, something like a comedy for Marvel, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like probably a show that people really don't know about, but they're really showing that in a bad way, I think. Just with the comedy aspect. Even when I looked at the trailer, I like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I think even when I first heard about it and see some trailer footage, I think did it release like a trailer a while back or like a short scene this show. I was like, yeah, dude. I ain't fucking with this show, dude. Like, it's like a whole comedy, bro. Just another show that Disney is just gonna put out and it ain't gonna be good. Just like Echo, She-Hulk, all those like woman-led shows that really weren't good. Miss Marvel, like, man, it's just this show's not gonna be good. Just for me, this show ain't gonna be good for me.
Really deviating from the origins of Wonder Man from the comics, but considering how the MCU has gone so far, they can't really do.
And I ain't gonna lie, I seen Wonder Man's a white man, so they just just changed the whole ethnicity of the skin color on Wonder Man. Like, what kind of word they got going on here?
The exact origin, because it involves Ultron, and it involves Hank Pym. It involves Tony Stark. So much has happened in the MCU where they can't really do the origin story from the comics for Wonder Man. So they've completely just decided to go full meta, and they are exploring the actor side of Wonder Man. So that is the next project. And then after that, we believe, is the Punisher special presentation. It's been said that it's coming out before Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which comes out in March. So we can expect the Punisher special presentation to come out in March as well. And based on everything that we've heard about this, it's pretty much going to pick up right where Season 1 of Daredevil.
So, Dad, they doing like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. So they going around just doing like specials of like independent characters. That's within the MCU. Because I really didn't see that Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. And I know that shit was a full-fledged comic. That's why I didn't look at it. I know since they got something like that, I'm like, yeah, that's a whole comedy, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with the MCU, but that's an MCU project they done been working on. Just for the little kids, probably what they was doing. I hope this one don't be like the same thing.
Born Again left off. So the Punisher is going to break out of Kingpin's prison and go on a rampage, we assume. Then we go into Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And this weekend at New York Comic Con,
yeah, I ain't seen Daredevil Born Again Season 2, but Season 1 of Daredevil, the show, oh my God, that show was nice. I was in love with Season 1. Season 2, I know they introduced Punisher, but I really need to finish that. But I'm kind of off with Season 2 of Daredevil. But Season 1, bro, Daredevil when Kingpin was at his best right there.
Announced Kristen Ritter is returning as Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones will officially be in the MCU.
Yeah, I ain't see Jessica Jones though. I know she got a project they done did, like a show of her. I don't know what she about, but I just need to see that show of her. I ain't seen Jessica Jones yet.
Kristen Ritter came on stage with Charlie Cox at New York Comic Con, and they showed the trailer, which then Kristen Ritter herself kind of leaked online. I'm not sure how much we can show of that on here without getting copyright struck, but it's funny that Kristen Ritter, the actress who plays Jessica Jones, is the one who actually leaked some of the trailer, if not most of the trailer online. So we knew Daredevil was going to be forming a team, and Jessica Jones is a part of that team. I would not be surprised if we saw some others show up, like Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and perhaps even more. Fingers crossed. Then we got a really big update for X-Men 97. They announced Season 2 is going to release in summer of 2026, and then they have announced that Season 3 has been greenlit and is most likely going to be coming next year because they've explained that for these...
Boy, I can't wait for Season 2 of this show, boy. Woo! Man, as Apocalypse, as the villain, I want to see how he gonna be like. I hope they show him a difference between the Apocalypse on X-Men 97 and then Apocalypse from the 2016 Fox version of that movie. I hope they give us like a more powerful, more in-depth with Apocalypse from X-Men 97. I'm ready to see that, dude. You got Rogue, Jubilee. I ain't gonna lie, they really ain't include Jubilee in like the X-Men like movies like that. Like, who would be a good live action Jubilee? I really can't think of one, honestly. I got Jean Grey, Cyclops. Got I forgot who was that Spanish dude. I forgot. I got dude that can he can vanish real well. I don't forgot what his name. Storm and forgot bald headed dude. I thought it was Charles Xavier, but that's a different dude. It been cool. We got live action recast of like the bald headed dude that's right there in front of. And then in the back we had that Hispanic dude and Jubilee. That'd be a pretty. That would like really would probably set the whole new universe of X-Men. I already know. Hey, Sadie Sink need to be Jean Grey. I already know that. She needs to. But she gonna be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But can't wait to see what they're gonna do with her next. She's supposed to be a villain. Or Tobey Maguire's daughter, Mayday Parker. Or whatever they do with her.
shows, especially the animated shows, they want to make multiple seasons, releasing one season each year. So expect season 2 in the summer of 2026, and then season 3 probably again in the summer of 2027. Then we finally have another movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day, coming July 31st of 2026. And if you think about it, we're actually going a real...
And that's right there in my birthday month too. Like the last day of my birthday month too. But man, hopefully this movie be good, dude, man. Shoot, having Hulk, Punisher, you know what I'm saying? Probably even more people that really don't know about probably gonna be in this movie, since a whole nother universe is gonna clash into Spider-Man Brand New Day universe. Boy, that's gonna be cool.
Long time without a Marvel movie. The last one that we got was the Fantastic Four First Steps that came out July 25th, 2025. Over a year later, we get Spider-Man Brand New Day. So when some people say, I don't think Marvel Studios would wait a whole year in between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars without doing a movie, they're already doing that. They're already waiting a year between the Fantastic Four First Steps and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And Marvel Studios television head Brad Winderbaum did confirm that the events of The Punisher and Daredevil Born Again Season 2 do lead into the events of Spider-Man Brand New Day. He said, don't expect the story to be, super heavily connected, but it will be connected. And basically, this is the MCU. It's all connected. That's what we want. That's why we love the MCU. We know the Punisher is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And recently, there's been a lot of talks of Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day as well, since Brad Winderbaum just...
Okay. So they can be coming to Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe. Ooh. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. It would be amazing to see Spider-Man have his own team, dude. Like, since Tom Holland now is like a veteran... yeah, I would call him a veteran since he had 3 movies now. He's widely known as Spider-Man now. It'd be cool if Spider-Man, Tom Holland, if he had his own squad of what if he even had the other 2 Spider-Man, but really they really don't know him like that anymore since after Doctor Strange done reshaped the whole timeline universe that he was in. But since nobody knows Spider-Man, what he has on team up of Punisher, Daredevil, Hulk, oh my god, probably Sadie Sink as Mayday Parker. Boy, woo, that would be pretty cool. Then have Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire on Tom Holland's team. Yo, dude, what did they do that in this movie?
That they do connect. Fingers crossed that Daredevil shows up. So that's our next movie. Then we go into Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. They have announced...
I ain't looked at that, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even manage to look at that. But it is what it is. I heard it was some comedy in that show. But I was like, yeah. Nah, I'm just continuing with the live action and animation of Miles Morales and Tom Holland's universe. I ain't gonna even watch that Spider-Man universe. I'm like, nah, man.
So this is coming fall of 2026, and they have also announced that a season 3 is coming as well. Like I mentioned, probably a year later, so coming in 2027. Then we have Vision Quest. White Vision returns, the same Vision that was in the end of WandaVision in the finale, and they...
I also wonder, can the White Vision turn to a human? That's also one. Since his project's gonna come out, I ain't gonna lie, it got a bunch of Tony Stark voiceovers in there, like Jarvis, Friday, Edith. Yeah, that was all Tony Stark voiceovers in his suit. That's gonna be exciting to see. I'm like, okay. And then they got a human Ultron, so I also wonder, is that human Ultron is gonna turn this White Vision to a human? Cause he really is a robot. Cause I really don't see if he gonna turn to a human. That would be pretty cool though. But they should have brought this Vision back into Secret Wars or something like that.
even showed some footage at New York Comic Con. And Variety gave us a little bit of info about what they saw there. They stated, in the trailer, Bettany walks up to a white mansion and is greeted by human servants who are really just recreated AI programs. They include Jarvis, who was Tony Stark's AI program that later became Vision, Friday, who replaced Jarvis and was the AI assistant to Stark and Spider-Man, and Edith, the AI program in Stark's sunglasses in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, I done forgot Spider-Man Tom Holland. He had I think it was his homecoming or Iron Spider suit. He had the voice of a Friday talking to him. I think it was the Iron Spider suit, and that was the damn well good ass badass suit right there, dude. That's probably my favorite suit of Tom Holland Spider-Man. I like that suit. Probably my all-time favorite Spider-Man suit. That Iron Spider suit was nice, dude.
Spader reprises his role from Avengers Age of Ultron as the titular genocide AI, who Vision appeared to destroy at the end of the film, though it happened off camera. In addition to reappearing as Ultron, Spader was shown as a human in the trailer. And they also confirmed that Tommy, aka Speed, is going to be a character in the show, and he even said at some point in time, I have a family. And Ultron actually warns Vision about reconnecting to memories of Wanda in the trailer. So Wanda is definitely involved in this. We're probably going to see some flashbacks. Will Elizabeth Olsen return? We're unsure at the time, but one thing is for sure, they are.
I think she gonna come like at a post credit of the show. Once the show ends, I think it's gonna probably be a post credit of her probably coming back. I think so.
Setting up the Wanda Vision.
And I also think you was right on that cause I want some flashbacks. I think some flashbacks probably gonna pop up in this show too. Just trying to get Vision to remember who he was with Wanda and how he was Vision. It probably gonna take it back to like Infinity War when Thanos crushed his head to get that stone. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to see.
Vision has returned. We have Billy. We got him in Agatha all along. And Tommy's returning in this. Literally the only key missing is Wanda. So it seems like Marvel is building to this big family reunion. Then we have Avengers Doomsday. We've been getting a lot of information about Avengers Doomsday recently. A ton of characters are going to be in this. The Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Wakandans, and probably a lot of different characters showing up from different parts of the multiverse. And we believe Avengers Doomsday is going to end with the destruction of the multiverse and the creation of Battleworld, which would make it rather hard to have some projects in between, because those projects would most likely have to take place on Battleworld unless they were set back in time. Because after Avengers Doomsday, the next thing we have that's confirmed is Avengers Secret Wars. Now, in between...
Okay. Yeah, we already had Fantastic Four steps. What's a good movie? Could have been a longer movie. Eyes of Wakanda didn't look at. Wonder Man I'm not going to look at. Marvel Zombies I didn't look at. Daredevil Born in Season 2 I didn't look at. Punisher I ain't look. Okay. Punisher Special. X-Men 97. X-Men 97 I would definitely look at. Spider-Man Brand New Day would definitely look at that. And Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 would not look at. Avengers Doomsday will look at. Daredevil Born Again Season 3 potentially might look at. X-Men 90 Season 3 would definitely look at. And Secret Wars will definitely look at. And Spider-Man Friendly Neighbors by Season 3 probably would not look at. Okay. So we will be getting Season 3 at 97, X-Men 97, okay, in 2 more years. Okay. 2027, like Secret Wars, okay. Dang, okay. Oh, I forgot Vision Quest. Probably will not look at. If they probably had like some important hero things, but really in the show, they really don't be showing stuff like that, except for like Loki. Probably Loki was like the only show that showed like the important stuff that was probably gonna go on probably into the near future universes of the multiverse. So okay, so we getting X-Men 97, Daredevil Born Again Season 3 in between the Avengers movies. Okay. Dang, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, this phase 6 looking dry. And I think hopefully the Avengers say this phase. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, X-Men 97, that's like a throwback show, so I don't see that like saving like the current modern day Avengers that's supposed to be going right now. Since X-Men 97, that's an old project, but that's a very damn great project. I ain't gonna lie. But that's like really in the modern day type of X-Men Avengers timeline we in right now. Really, the modern day only timeline we in right now for Avengers and X-Men, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars, and Daredevil Born Again Season 2 and 3 and 1. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, that's phase 6 looking a little iffy. That's probably gonna be my type. Phase 6 looking a little iffy.
We could get X-Men 97 Season 3, Daredevil Born Again Season 3. We could get Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 3. These don't have release dates yet, but they have been confirmed to be happening. Will they appear in between? Well, it doesn't really matter for X-Men 97 or Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because they don't take place in the MCU. Daredevil Born Again might not take place in between because if Daredevil is in Avengers Doomsday or they're going to continue, the big continuity of the MCU, then Daredevil Season 3 would probably have to address some things that happened in Avengers Doomsday. Either that or it would have to take place on Battleworld. So I'm assuming Daredevil Born Again Season 3, we don't actually get till 2028. I do think we get X-Men 97 and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in 2027 at some point in time, but as far as MCU projects, I don't think anything comes between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. The reason is we would have heard about it by now. Brad Winderbaum, the head of Marvel Television, has mentioned things like Nova, but they've stated Nova has been delayed, most likely pushed to after Avengers Secret Wars. Production.
I know why Nova been delayed. They know they put some fucked up shit in that show. That's why they ain't putting it out. They probably putting all that woke political, bickle stuff into that show. That's probably why it ain't even come out. Then, man, I wish we got Doctor Strange 3, dude. I really want Doctor Strange 3, dude. I ain't gonna lie, Doctor Strange really became one of my favorites, too. I love I like his first movie. Second movie, it was not so much. I ain't like the second movie. But his first one was, I love his first movie. But man, dude, I wish we got Thor 5. I ain't gonna lie, I'm waiting on the next Thor project. Probably Thor 5. I ain't gonna lie, I want a Scarlet Witch movie too, and a Sentry movie. That's what 2 movies I want to happen. Shoot, probably Scarlet Witch, Sentry movie, Doctor Strange 3, Thor 5. Can't wait for this Spider-Man movie to come out next year. Then that's really it. Fantastic Four movie. I don't know how they're gonna do that second Fantastic Four movie without probably introducing Galactus. Oh, I see Galactus probably in Avengers Secret Wars somewhere trying to fight somebody that's the same height as him. Maybe we'll see Galactus trying to fight Ant-Man in like a scene of Secret War. They try to go back in time.
Companies have not been listed for any new projects from Marvel recently. Really, there are no signs that Marvel is doing anything in between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, which means this is our Phase 6 slate. They've even removed a release date that they had. It was once set for a untitled Marvel movie, but now it went to somebody else. So they don't even have that anymore. So this is our Phase 6 as far as we know it. Those are all the projects you can expect to come. After comes a lot with the reset of the MCU, the X-Men entering, the new X-Men team with an entirely new different cast, some new Avengers coming, the recasting of Iron Man and Captain America, Black Widow, and more. So a lot is coming after, but as far as Phase 6 is concerned, it's really not what we thought it was going to be. And that's widely due to the change of Kang, going from Kang to Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr. returning. They switched a lot of plans. So it's pretty basic. Not a lot of actual live action MCU projects that connect to the overall story of Doom, but perhaps that's exactly what Marvel wants. Perhaps they're setting up a lot in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Doomsday is obviously going to be the big one, and then Avengers Secret Wars is going to end the MCU as we know it. Let me know which project you are most excited for in the comments down below. Don't forget to
Ah, man, I ain't gonna lie. At the ending of Phase 6 looking a little iffy, dude. I ain't gonna lie, but hopefully Spider-Man can bring the MCU back. I think Spider-Man is the beginning to set everything in place, because really, Spider-Man, he ain't got nobody to depend on. Nobody to know him. Like, he just a lost cause, dude. And he trying to get back to being one of the better known veteran superheroes. But man, can't wait for that movie to come out in Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. That's all I care about, honestly. Probably Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. I'm looking forward to the ending of Phase 6, and I'm gonna leave it right there, man. And appreciate for this video, Cosmic Warner, and run the views up for your boy. And I catch y'all later. Peace.